Why is it that we burn them? Out with the bad, in with the good. Acquaint yourself anew with the teachings of Jesus. Compare his teachings with the tenets of the Illuminati, and then compare it with the following. The Vatican has stated at various times that the Pope is for total disarmament. The Pope is for elimination of the sovereignty of the nation states. The Pope is also stating that property rights are not to be considered true property rights. The Pope believes that only the Vatican, Vatican, knows what is right for man. Why is it that books burn? In the early 40s, the IG Farben Chemical Company employed a Polish salesman who sold cyanide to the Nazis for use in Auschwitz. The same salesperson also worked as a chemist in the manufacture of the poison gas. The same cyanide gas, along with Zyklon B and malathion, was used to exterminate millions of Jews and other groups. Their bodies were then burned to ashes in the ovens. After the war, the salesman, fearing for his life, joined the Catholic Church and was ordained a priest in 1946. His closest friend was Dr. Wolf Schmunes, the mastermind behind the November 78 to October 79, March 88, October 81 experimental hepatitis B vaccine trials conducted by the Center for Disease Control in New York, San Francisco, and 4 other American cities that loosed the plague of AIDS upon the American people. Oh my gosh, where does this stuff come from? The salesman was ordained Poland's youngest bishop in 1958. After a 30-day reign, his predecessor was assassinated, and our ex-cyanide gas salesman assumed the papacy as Pope John Paul II. 1990s, the right time with the right leaders. When he became Pope, I was in St. Mary's Elementary School. They came over the speakers and said the new Pope is Polish. And I said, wow, did he sell Zyklon B? I didn't say that. All we were told was what we were told, and all we were to believe is what they wanted us to believe. The new Pope is Polish, and that must mean he's good. This is why books burn. Look at this. Albert Camus, The Plague. I opened to a page and saw something that was right there. Oh, and so I'll read it. Why do I read this? because everybody knows how much I like hearing it. You're right. And if we have 10 deaths, they'll think it's the end of the world. But it's not that we need here. The engine was ticking over. Rue had his hand on the clutch, but he was looking again at the boy who was still watching him with an oddly grave intentness. Suddenly, unexpectedly, the child smiled, showing all of his teeth. Yes? And what do we need here? Rue asked, returning the child's smile. Abruptly, Cottard gripped the door of the car, and as he turned to go, almost shouted in a rageful, passionate voice. An earthquake! A big one! Here we look at the plague, again by Albert Camus. Here we look at the Pope, who so many believed was a decent man, without even knowing that he was killing people with his sails. I'm killing out there. I'm killing out there, baby. Oh. Wonder if he mourned his Jewish whore being burned in a gas chamber. You gotta believe that happened if this story is true. These are the things they have written in books. These are the things we do not want to accept now. But they're there. They're there. Nobody wants to see these things. And this is why we burn books. Cigarette went out. Nobody wants to see the possibilities as they climb up into our realm of reality. This is why we burn books.